I don't know, Nicholas. Where are your Georgia folks at? Jeez. I don't know. Intuitive survival. Sup with you. Jeez. Howdy, Ben Walton. What's everybody doing? Franklin Farmstead, shalom. Bama by the Bay, shalom. Dakota, shalom. And there they go. Good evening, Lucas. Tank, what's up? JV, Kaz, Mac, Mike, Jack, Master, J Vest, Truth Hunter, Mark, Anthony. Mark Anthony, wow. Interesting. Op 4 Defense, Terry Hunt, East Texas, Inflexible, Jim, New York half-ass prepper. Oh, bro. Step your game up, the world's burning. Guns and Diesel, shalom, brother. Call of the Mosin, I like that. Hulkamaniac. Nice. Pat, what's up, man? Bedford, Texas. Time to move, Alan Carter. I got to drive through Chicago tonight. Roger. Sister Vicky, shalom. All you people that are posting where you're from need to be doing that in the forums at bearindependent.com. Tell them, Adrian. Tell them. Adrian Mendoza knows what's up. Post all that stuff in the forums at bearindependent.com. Okay? Okay. Yeah, Oki, you're right. Shalom, Oki. New Jersey Mag's got to step up. There's a couple that I know of, bro. What? I don't know, Timothy Scogan. Guys, these comments are going, what's to drink? Peanut butter whiskey was delicious. So I'm under a vow right now. So in 3 more weeks, 21 days, I'll drink alcohol again. But as of right now, I'm not drinking alcohol. LA stuff, bless you. Oh, Michael, don't even start with me. Right now, this is water with electrolytes in it. It's amino-wise. What's in amino-wise? Shalom, Badger. Shalom, PJD.
What's in amino-wise?
Yeah, what's in amino-wise?
All the aminos?
All of the aminos.
That make you wise?
That make me wise, says my wife. Hunter, been watching your channel for a little over a year now. You help me more than you will ever know. And then a rainbow flies across the screen. Thanks, Hunter. Bless you.
Oh, look. It's got
Dudley, shalom, brother.
got all that stuff.
It's got all... It has this in it, okay? There you go. Branched chain amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, valine, L-citrulline, beta-alanine, L-glutamine, L-arginine, L-taurine. And a lot more of those kinds of things. What's up, Steven? Are the aminos work then, Bear? Logan? They work pretty good. And it's wolfberry lemonade flavor. So when you literally drink coffee in the morning and water the rest of the day, it's nice to have something that tastes a little bit different. So, Bear gotta send some 3D COVID zombie targets. Why no beer, Bear? Well, Dean, here's the deal. So, NWA Prepper, shalom, brother. Thank you. Here's the deal. I'm the guy that blew over $1 million in 2 years on cocaine and bourbon back in the day. And so every now and then, it's good to take a little break from alcohol because sometimes I find myself at the end of the day, every third day, it's like, you know what would be nice? A glass of whiskey. Every other day. Then every day. And then a couple a day. And then when it gets to, you know what would be a good idea? Half a bottle of whiskey. It's like, nope, we're taking a break. So that's why. Right, Nicholas? Exactly. And so it's really a reminder of who's driving the bus here, me or Whiskey? Because Whiskey likes to drive the bus. The problem with Whiskey driving the bus is it wrecks my life. And so, and the other thing is, Philly Flash 77, what's up, man? And the other thing is, there is no drunkenness in service to Yah. This is right here in Leviticus 10. And Yahweh spoke to Aaron, saying, do not drink wine or strong drink, you nor your sons with you, when you go into the tent of appointment, lest you die, a law forever throughout your generations, so as to make a distinction between the set apart and the profane, and between the clean and the unclean, and to teach the children of Israel all the laws which Yahweh has spoken to them by the hand of Moshe. So, when you're doing the Father's work, it's good to be sober-minded, right? I know, who'd have thought? Shocking to hear that I drink. Anthony, amen. James, bless you. And so every now and then, it's good to just press pause on that, so that the body remembers, hey, we can exist, and we can exist well, in fact, without alcohol. So that's what I'm doing. And I do this a couple, 3, 4 times per year. Oh, I'm not saying the Bible does say not to drink. The Bible actually has nothing where it says don't drink. What it says is don't be drunk in service to the Most High. So, there you go. Shalom, Bama Blue Eyes. So, yeah, there you go. That's why no beer tonight. Randy, you are highly favored back, sister. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Randy. You rock. Yo, Scott Thrall. Thank you, Randy. That was freaking cool. Bless you. So, what do we got? What's going on? Yo, Cameron Davis. Barrett, how do you feel about IFAC inserts water jetted out to fit an Apache case? I'd be okay with it. We'd have to pattern it out, but I'd be okay with it. Cassie, wife of Narrowgate Homestead, I need a drink after driving 10 hours today. Yeah, you do. I approve this message, Cassie. I'll tell you what, Anthony. Shoot me a message and let's do this thing. Favorite AR zeroing for running an EOTech? 50 yards, man. Kerry, bless you. Thank you. I like 50 yard zero on holographic or dot sights, and I like 100 yard zero on magnified optics. 22-250, a good varmint gun. Yeah, it is. Little tiny bullets going really, really fast, which is how it gets the job done. So there's a lot of deflection on that round. I've literally experienced it hit a twig and deflect it off. So as far as you need to have clear lanes of shooting with it. Rick Harsh, IFAC, got it today. Awesome. Glad to hear it, man. Thank you, Randy. You're freaking awesome. What do I do with the pork that I have now that I'm Torah? That's a great question. Some people give it to people that aren't Torah, and some people throw it out. Pray over it, and the Father will tell you what to do.
Food bank.
Food bank is another one. So. Bear, someone dropped red bricks on my street, down the street from my apartment building. Roger that, Texas Crusade. Who? Let's find out where and who. What's up, local Americans? Shalom, brother. I hope all is well in your world, man. You're awesome. Can you whistle? Does beef bacon taste like bacon? No, it tastes better. It tastes like swine belly and ribeye had a love child that was clean and that is food. Yeah, see, that's the question. Is it disrespectful to waste it? It's really about how do you feel about what food is. And so it depends. It depends. We don't have that problem anymore. We gave ours away, most of it away, and we threw some out. So, or feed it to your dog. There you go. Thoughts on meat rabbits? We had meat rabbits before Torah. I've got several videos here at this channel about meat rabbits. I'm a fan. They make a lot of meat, but again, per Leviticus 11, that meat's not clean. So, up to you. Your mileage may vary. They're great for compost and garden, though, man. They're great for compost and garden. We had 2 Californians and 2 New Zealand giants. Is that what we're Norwegian giants and something giants? Do you remember?
New Zealand.
New Zealand giants. So yeah. And I think they have 8 kits every 12 weeks or something like that. Every 8 weeks? I don't even remember. It's been a while, but yeah, they made a lot of meat. So, is there any wild game that fits Levitical diet? Absolutely. Deer, any type of deer, elk, moose, bison, duck. Although there's some like rabbinical whatever back and forth about whether or not duck is clean. Duck, wild turkey, let's see, what else? All kinds of fish. I mean, it's just as long as it has fins and scales, you're good to go. So, hey, shalom, Brother Frank. Not squirrels, australorps, yes. There is a cat trying to do battle with my toe.
Have they met Potato yet?
Yeah, I showed Potato on one live stream. I don't remember. Yeah, Brad. 4-chambered stomach splits the hoof. It's good to eat. That's the deal. Potato. That's right. What's up, Sarah P? Darn Potato. Yeah, Major Ken. And the scales. See, because there's some fish that you can make the argument. Well, they have scales. They're just so tiny you can't see them. It has to be what they call a true. It has to be the conviction of your heart, but it's what is referred to as a true scale, meaning a scale that you can see. So, pretty much, Cameron. The rest of it is just bottom feeders, man. It's like, I've talked about this before, but it's a lot like taking the air filter out of your HVAC system and eating it because no good. Shark, does it have scales? That's the thing. No catfish, man. No catfish. So, thank you, Beverly. Yeah. That is correct. We can eat giraffe. Let's do it. But no camel. Thank you, Badger. What's up, Ben? No crab. No fins, no scales, man. But is perfect home defense semi-automatic 12 gauge, Barrett? Well, Scott, that depends. Can your wife shoot a semi-automatic 12 gauge? You know, our home defense shotguns are both 12 and 20 gauge. And what I like about a 20 gauge is my kids can shoot it, my wife can shoot it, I can shoot it. Everybody can shoot it. I don't think emus are clean. Emos are definitely not clean. I don't think emus are clean, though. I think we did research on that one time. Or is it an ostrich? Yeah, and I don't think the ostrich is clean. And emus are in the same family as the ostrich. In fact, y'all gonna make me get my Bible out. Listen, you guys did this, not me. This one's your fault. Usually it's me reaching for the Bible. But you made me do it. Yep. And these you do abominate among the birds, Leviticus 11:13. They are not eaten, they are an abomination. The eagle and the vulture and the black vulture and the hawk and the falcon after its kind, every raven after its kind, and the ostrich, which is also the emu, and the ostrich and the nighthawk and the seagull and the hawk after its kind, and the little owl and fisher owl and the great owl and the white owl and the pelican and the carrier vulture and the stork and the heron after its kind and the hoopoe and the bat. And the bat. Yeah, see? No coronavirus. And the bat. So, there you go. Straight up hoopoe. Get your hoopoe on. What's up, Brett? Plate carrier recommendations for medium size. Mop C's too big. Get a Century rig, or the HRT tactical gear stuff is really good. Really, it's well made. I have some issues with it, but it's the appropriate size for normal size people. Bear size people, not so much. And I'll tell you this, man, I really, like, I've kind of always been this size, so I've kind of always needed big plate carriers, so I don't really know. Lance, I've got a video coming out on HRT. I have ceramic plates, I have steel plates, whatever you prefer. Crawfish are disgusting. You ever look at a crawfish up close? That's just a giant bug, man. That's all it is. It's a giant bug. It's got its skeleton on the outside. In fact, there's been a lot of studies that have been done on the protein that's in shellfish, and it is almost identical to the protein that's in insects. Tia McAdams. There you go. So, I mean, all that being said, I used to eat the crap out of all that stuff. I mean, I remember when I used to get sick, like feel like I was getting sick, I'd go get 4 dozen oysters and hot sauce because of the zinc content, and I just pound them. Used to love seafood. Not anymore. It's the same thing, man. I used to eat the crap out of bacon and ham, and we did all that stuff, and pulled pork, and it makes me physically sick now. If I literally see pork, I'm like, oh, that's people meat. We're too close to it, man. You can get a heart transplant from a pig. Yuck. Skin grafts. Blood. They've even transfused pig blood into people. Didn't last too long, but it did last. Like, we're too close to those things. We're not supposed to eat them. To say nothing of the fact that they're nature's vacuum cleaners, as one of our sisters calls them. So, blah. No, I'm good on Rocky Mountain oysters too, man. No, thank you. So, what other questions we got? How about Bear? Goes forth on pause. Unclean. Bear, are you dropping some LBs? You're looking good. Thanks, Inflix. I appreciate that. Actually, no, I'm actually up right now because of 9 days of Passover and then essentially being quarantined and just eating like kings. So, yeah, there you go. Bear, do you think the globalists will take the power grid down? I'll tell you this, I think somebody will. I don't know who, and neither will you if they do. Because matzah, that's exactly right. I'll tell you, I oftentimes get frustrated. Air Force retired, shalom. I often get frustrated because I feel like, man, guys, we have 2,000 videos up. And I feel like sometimes y'all don't hear me. But I also realize we have a lot of new people, and I also realize that there's so much content out there that to think that you have consumed every bit of our content. Exactly, Jason. And so I'm trying to have compassion on people like y'all. But sometimes it gets difficult to say the same things over and over and over again. Here's the deal. A grid down scenario is your number one disruptive threat. It's your number one disruptive threat. It will rock your world. Life as we know it is predicated on the successful flow of electrons. The moment that stops, we all screwed. So you really need to have a plan for what do you do. Monotonous, good word, Tia. Tia, is that actually you or is it James? You need to have a plan for when the lights go out and stay out. Separate yourself from the grid, exactly. Tell us to stack it to the rafters. Okay, Brad. Stack it to the freaking rafters. Right, Bub? Right.
I have 7 pages left.
Justin, I know. I was there. I made all of it. I'm aware. Ken Williams. Bear, I'm 6'5", 350 pounds. I want a ruck to lose weight. Where should I start? Get a pack with about 35 pounds in it and start with probably a 1 mile ruck and then see where you're at. Time that as a control. 35 pounds, 1 mile, timed. Anthony Aiello, love it, bro. I'll be right there, okay? Start with a 1 mile timed at 35 pounds. Then go up from there. And there's 2 metrics really with ruck. It's the amount of weight that you're carrying. Well, there's 3. The amount of weight, the distance, and the time. The amount of weight, the distance, and the time. And so you have to, if your goal is weight loss, like you said, I think you're probably better off with, frankly, I prefer heavier weight, shorter distances for time. If you fire your quads, which is the largest muscle group in your body, and you're gonna, if you're carrying around 65, 70 pounds, you're gonna fire your quads, and they maintain a burn for up to 38 hours after that. One other thing you can add into that, if you're just looking straight up for losing weight and increasing metabolism, is do squats, man. Fire them quads. But I'd start at 1 mile, 35 pounds, with a pack that fits you appropriately, and then change the metrics up. Weight, distance, and time. Those are the 3 factors. Okay. What's better to use for 12 gauge non-lethal? Rubber buckshot or rock salt? Depends on the range. Inside of 7 yards, probably rock salt. Outside of 7 yards, buckshot for the win, bro. So depends on what your philosophy of use is. Sore hips, any tips for an old guy? Yes, stretch. Really stretch. What's your problem, Weez? Chasing life, amen. Bear, I live in a city. I was thinking of training with plate gear in my backyard. It has an incline. Is this just as good? I don't know what your backyard looks like, Adrian. But I think that training in your gear is better than not training in your gear. So whatever you're gonna do, here's what you do. Throw all your gear on and go bear crawl up and down that incline. Come on over, Yankee. Tell these people.
Shaloha.
Shalom. Look at you.
Feel good.
Concrete. Shaloha, brother. Oh,
What's going on, everybody? The
Amen,
Hawaiian
Kaz.
shirts have arrived.
Bear, I signed up for your Patreon today. I couldn't keep watching all of your free content without supporting what you're doing. Keep it up. Thank you, RA. I appreciate that. You're awesome. Wake the Giant, sheepdog not only against tyranny, but stupid a-holes who enjoy civil... At Matthew Gentry, I agree, brother. Thank you. Tavor or X95? Neither. M4 platform. What do you think?
What? Tavor?
Yeah.
A buddy of mine had it. CQB, if you're not worried about having the tightest shot groups because of just how heavy the trigger pull is, because it works off of a pulley system. It's not like a direct, like, springs and everything. You're literally pulling a wire that's inside of the gun. But, I mean, they're fun, nice and tight, close quarter environment. I mean, if you want to spend the money for one, I'm not going to tell you no. This is America.
Why don't you buy 2 Colts and bury one off of your property so that when they come and take your one Colt, you have another one? Just a thought. I don't know. I don't like bullpups at all. Bless you, Dakota, and bless you, Backwoods Survival. Thank you guys. You're awesome. I don't like bullpups.
The second gen Tavor is a much improvement off of the first gen, though.
Here's the
I will
thing,
say
though. That first mag, no problem. That second mag,
it's weird, man.
it's
You gotta practice.
really weird.
It's weird. Like it's just it's a training thing. You just gotta build that muscle.
Scar heavy, the sulfuric one.
Yeah.
Cool, man. You carry your own ammo. Okay, go for it.
Have fun replacing your
Aaron
optic.
Martin, what's up, bro?
Have fun replacing your optic when the recoil of that thing destroys it.
Mountain Home, Arkansas. Hey, we know some people in Mountain Home, Arkansas. We should talk. I live in the suburbs 10 minutes from Philly. They better not come here. Overall living. Hey, what's up, boo? That's our brother, Hobie. He's awesome. You should definitely check out Overall Living. Awesome channel of just a guy just doing the things. He's one of the one of my favorite people on the face of the earth. So you should go check out the channel, Overall Living. Stop by, subscribe to him, say hi. He's a great dude. He's an awesome brother, has a kind heart, has an awesome family. Go check him out, Overall Living, okay?
Hey, just saying, there's 700 people here and only 170 likes.
It's difficult to hit that little thumbs up thing. I get it. I mean, I mean, who wants to do this? You know what I mean?
It's like I worked out my trigger finger enough today. I just can't do it.
Bruce Ireland, thank you for comment for make the best China speak
You guys
for
are
review to make for the please for make money in account for nice bag for review of bushcrafting with knife I sent to what?
Oh,
My name, I love it how they start. Hello! Exclamation point. Susan is my name. Please for make the best review. What? First of all, your name's definitely not Susan. Like, yeah, your name's definitely not Susan. I'm just thinking.
Speaking of sending good knife for review of bushcraft, I actually just finished editing a K-bar review for real world
Get
applications.
him, Badger. Get him.
So that's coming out soon.
Oh.
I'm probably actually gonna go disappear and go ahead and upload that. So.
Tremendous editing.
Yeah, it was a little rough on the other video that dropped this morning. I know, guys, it was a little weird. Believe me, the video would have been even worse if it wasn't edited. So just it's there. Okay, I got it. I got it. Your constructive criticism was very well received. And there's a cat on the table. You don't belong on the table. Let's not start that.
Potato. Let's show them potato. Show them potato.
Oh, we have a potato.
This is Potato. He is supposed to be a barn cat. You see how well that's working out.
So, guys, I'm a barn cat, but I like to crawl up inside of engine blocks. So if I get spun up in a belt, you know what happens. Please don't.
You want to
do
hold
that.
Potato? Here's Potato.
Yeah.
There he
Named
is.
by the toddler.
Yeah.
Potato.
Yeah.
Sam, the Anatolian Pyrenees Shepherd, and Potato the cat.
Barry, should me and my residents move the bricks to storage? That'd be a great idea. I think that's a good idea. If you can do it safely, then do it. Absolutely, Texas Crusade. Toddler's tater. What are your thoughts on Trump threatening to deploy the military on U.S. citizens on U.S. soil? Is it constitutional? Is it legal?
Okay. So, Article 1 of the Constitution gives Congress the authority to use the militia, to deploy the militia, call forth the militia, whatever word you want to use, it's there, to repel enemy invasion, suppress insurrections, and to enforce the laws of the Union. Now, we all know that Congress is absolutely useless, and the time that it takes for Congress to get things done is more than a day when it comes to the majority of things. Now, the Commander-in-Chief can pull executive authority when it comes into immediate responses. That's why the position Commander-in-Chief exists within the executive branch. So, if the violence is actively happening and Congress isn't doing their job to do anything about it, then whose responsibility does it fall onto? It falls onto the Commander-in-Chief's authority. If Congress chooses not to do anything and people are actively dying, it is the president's job to protect the citizens of the United States. And if people are not following the laws of the Union, there has to be an enforcement of law and order in the nation. So the argument is there, but it is in the Constitution. You might not like it, but it's there. I would suggest go and read Article 1 and Article 2 of the Constitution, and you will figure it out.
Not only that, as much as I do not like it, state of emergency. Nationally declared state of emergency. So that's kind of the pros and cons of whether or not he has the authority to do so. The ramifications of if the United States military starts shooting American citizens on the streets of Minneapolis or anywhere else, regardless of whether or not they have it coming, you now have a shit show on your hands. Oh my goodness. Jason M., bless you.
The interesting part is that
hold on.
the armed portion of the population.
Jason M., I'm coming. Thank you. That's awesome. So first, let's get Tyler. What are your thoughts on people protecting their businesses during this riot at risk of violating a curfew?
I don't see an issue with that.
Again, I don't require your permission to exist. If my business is at risk, I'll be at my business. I'll be kitted up, and you won't see me until there's muzzle flashes. And then it's going to get fun. Kimmy Fiver, Wolf.
Or is it fun?
Yeah. We'll just put it as it'll be interesting. But I have personally today received 3 different firsthand accounts from people who are doing just that in different parts of this country. And I think they're doing the right thing. So,
Protect what's yours.
you want to say hi to the people?
Yeah.
You want to tell them about Potato?
Yeah.
Tell them about Potato.
So he been playing around,
Uh-huh.
and he been catching mice.
He's been catching mice?
Yeah.
What else has he been doing?
He been nibbling on my finger.
He's been nibbling on your finger?
Watch.
Watch. Are you putting him on my shoulder?
No. See, he's nibbling.
He's nibbling? Oh, okay.
That's how he does it.
That's how he does it? Awesome.
And then he's striping. That means he bites.
Oh. Yeah?
It's okay if he bites me.
You
It
like-
doesn't hurt too bad.
Whose kitty is that?
Us.
Us? It's our kitty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's he supposed to live?
Inside.
Inside? I don't think so. I think he's supposed to live in the barn.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I do.
State of emergency, martial law has been declared.
And he also been in my finger.
He's still eating your finger?
Yeah.
Awesome. You want to say shalom to the people?
Shalom.
Good job.
And this
Alright.
tin is so heavy.
You and that Potato, you want to go play?
Yeah.
Okay. Has Nine seen him today? Do you need to go show him to Niner?
I already did.
You already did? What about to Bub?
No, I don't need to show him.
You don't need to show him to Bub? Okay. Can I do my show some more?
After I do this.
After you do this? Okay. What else are we doing?
Let's see this.
I had a typo. It's not actually Tactical Tuesday. It's Toddler Tuesday. So. Okay. So.
And he's on the table.
I know. So I guess I'll pay Armed Guard. Thoughts on AR-15 pistol for backup? Yeah, absolutely. I like a 10-inch, not a 7-inch. The 7-inch has a lot of blast. I mean, they all have lots of blast, but I like the 10-inch.
Do you want a flashbang going off that in front of your face?
At least you get
Essentially
a
what you're
carbine
getting.
length gas system. So
I had
Okay.
a 7.5-inch pistol build in 5.56, and the fireball that came out of the front end of that thing with a Noveske flaming pig
Adrian,
brake
bless
on
you.
it,
Thank you.
shot out the better portion of 4 feet. Like just a fireball that was 4 feet in front of my muzzle.
All the toddles. Okay, and we got a lot of super chats we got to get to.
Oh, snap.
Hold on. Bear, I live in Miami. Got to bug out with my family. Any suggestions on counties in Oklahoma you feel comfortable recommending on live chat? No. No suggestions on counties. Eastern Oklahoma. North, central, eastern, and northeastern Oklahoma. Stay away from southeastern Oklahoma. I will not give you specific counties. I just can't do that. Jason M., what are your thoughts on knowing you potentially saved so many lives with your content? Jason M., really great question. Thank you for the awesome donation. That's a tremendous donation. Thank you. Frankly, Tater Tuesday. That's awesome. I don't want to get distracted. So frankly, I try not to think about it because the enormity of it can be overwhelming, and some days is overwhelming. And also, just so we're all clear here, I don't do anything but turn the iPhone on. You have to understand, any good thing that comes from this has the stamp of our creator all over it. This channel is not awesome because I'm awesome. I don't know how many times I got to tell you, don't take my word for it. Don't subcontract your faith to me. I'm not Pastor Bear. I'm Brother Bear. I'm a man. I've failed myself enough times to know it's just a matter of time before I fail you as well. And I am in no way perfect. And so anything good that happens here ain't because of me. And it's really good that it's not because of me, because I am not built to handle the enormity of this if it was because of me. Frankly, it's a lot of pressure. And it's only with realizing that it doesn't have to be all about me, nor is it all about me, that allows me to be able to do this. Because if this whole thing was because of me, I couldn't do this. It's too big. There's too many of y'all. There's too many awesome things happening. There's too many assholes in the comments. It's too much. And so the only thing other than patrons, bless y'all, that keeps this thing going is Yah. Because this is his channel. The good works that are done here are his good works. To the extent that you've been blessed by this, it's because he's blessing you. If I get to be part of that, that's awesome. But it ain't because of me. And I've done some really deep soul searching on this. I've prayed over this. I have moments where I am literally overwhelmed at the enormity of what this channel is, because I refuse to believe in coincidence. I talk to hundreds of people each year that the coincidences are ridiculous, that it's statistically impossible. And in one person, wow, that's interesting. 2 people, 3 people, wow, now we've got a pattern. 10 people, holy cow, something's really happening here. 100 people, wow, what Yah is incredible. 400-500 people in the last couple of years, yeah, it's incredible. But it's not me. It's not me. Again, to the extent that anything good happens here, it's not because I'm me. It's because he's him. Monica keeps a folder of what she calls hugs, which are emails that are sent to me that essentially whenever I'm having a day, she's like, hey, just go read some of those emails. And they're emails from y'all. They're like, Bear, you helped me so much. You touched my life. Because of you, I'm in my Bible again. Because of you, I'm talking to Yah again. Because of you, my wife is into preparedness. And it's so overwhelming because it's not about me. It is not because of me that I can't read but 1 or 2 of those before even that becomes overwhelming. So that's my honest hot take thoughts on all of this. I am humbled and amazed by what the Father does. And it is undeniable that what he does is work through this channel. But that's not because of me. That's because of him. So, bless you. Thank you. You're awesome, Jason M. Thank you. Tommy Newton, bless you. Thank you.
Then we had there were a couple of other super chats that we did see prior to that, and they disappeared. Sorry if we didn't comment on
Alex,
your super
bless
chat,
you.
but bless y'all.
I've had my 11.5 BCM in its bag in the seat next to me on deliveries this weekend. Yup. We roll heavy, man. It's just kind of a protocol around here. It's not a beer, Matthew. It's water with amino wise in it that has all the aminos and makes me wise, so my wife says. So what's up, Big Blue?
Ooh, somebody got a 320. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Curb Creeper, bless you, thank you. Yay, water. Is it necessary to replace my 1.9 twist 5.56 arrow with 1.7 for better stabilizing heavier rounds? What are you doing with it? If you're shooting 0 to 300, no. If you're trying to reach out farther than that, maybe. Probably not. Why do you need heavier rounds? That's the question. Do you have an issue with your group? It's probably an issue that can be tricked. You can fix with marksmanship before you fix it with a barrel swap. What do you think?
Yeah, I use 55 grain and I keep 62 grain as well for just situation dictates. It's like, 55 grain's accurate. It's going to do the job. And with it not being green tip, it's going to do what it's better at doing once it hits its target. Green tip is just going to pierce right on through it. That round, a 55 grain FMJ is actually going to make some damage on target. So green tip, yeah, if you're in an area that has hardened concealment and cover, then green tip's not a bad idea. But I mean, man, if you're not rocking like a 20-inch barrel with a 20 times scope and you're shooting 550, 600 yards consistently, there's not really a point in heavier rounds. So if you're doing like marksmanship competitions, then sure, go for it. But 55 grain does the job for now, man. I'm not looking for shooting a quarter at 300 yards.
Yep.
So.
Well, Lance, the cool thing is our ranges do, and that's because all of our ranges are privately owned and in the woods. So, yeah, minute of body, right?
Yeah, that's skid steer, man. That thing's cool.
Yep, we've had a skid steer here the last couple of days. Yesterday, we cleared about a half a mile of driveway, what is going to be a driveway for a brother and sister who are moving into the area, and we fixed another brother and sister's driveway, a portion of it, and and moved some dirt for grandma yesterday, and then today I got 5 truckloads of gravel in to replace all the gravel that washed away in the 4-day rain event about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, that in 1 hour of that rain event during the 4 days, we got 4.02 inches of rain in 1 hour.
That was fun.
That essentially washed the majority of our driveway away. Not the majority, half. Oh, Alex, I know. I hate it when people call it a bobcat. No, Bobcat makes bobcats. This is a skid steer. It's made by Gell, and it's awesome. So, what size is your shirt, Rod?
A large.
It's a large PJD.
I have like a 42, 43 inch chest. So, like complete wraparound. So, extra large I was swimming in. Yeah, and a medium didn't allow me to really conceal the way that I wanted to. A large buttoned doesn't really allow me to do that either, but if I'm if I'm closing the buttons on this shirt, I'm appendix carrying. If I'm not closing the buttons on this shirt, I'm on my 3 o'clock, 3:30. So outside the waistband.
Tracked Jeremiah, of course. A tracked skid steer, man, it's the best. Wheeled skid steers they're in hard pack or on asphalt or concrete, they're great. But on off-road, kiss your turf goodbye. And if you have any kind of moisture in the soil, yeah, they bounce like hell too. You're right.
Yeah. I used a wheeled one clearing snow for a Walmart distribution center last winter. So, and that thing was just like, man,
Randy, that's funny.
if you would have had like the time lapse of me just making this big pile of snow that the front end loaders made, just like going in a little circle, man, and just whipping snow out into the center of the lot, and just an assembly line of front end loaders just pushing the snow to the other end. It was great.
Yep.
Yeah. There we go. Because we're inside.
There you go.
I love this hat.
Bear, what knife do you carry? Well, that depends on the day. Usually either a Spyderco or a Mora Companion HD. And occasionally I'll carry a Mora Garberg, I think it's what it's called. And I've got several folding knives. My Ontario Rat 3 was my EDC for years that I carried small of the back, but I carried it small of the back Ranger style when you can't Falcon Razcool. Only one exists. You can get a raffle ticket and hope you win, but you can't order that knife. You can buy knives from Fleming's Fabrications though. So, I much prefer fixed blades to folding blades unless I have to look nice for people. In which case I'll carry a folder because I'd rather have a folder than nothing, but I much prefer fixed blade knives. So, but the OKC Rat 3 is one of my top 5 fixed blade knives of all time. It's freaking awesome. Are you watching the Riots live stream? No, I'm talking to you. So.
We got a super.
Yeah.
Bless y'all. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Texas Crusade. Yes. If that's what you have, yes. Sub 2K is awesome. A1P, shalom, brother.
Camouflage.
Love you, but you need to watch this history. Jackson, I don't know if you're aware, but I'm up at 5 a.m. roughly every morning, go to bed somewhere around 10 p.m., in bed by 9, asleep by 10. Every day, I do 5 live streams per week here for free on YouTube talking about this history that's being made every week. I dropped 4 docs yesterday on Patreon and 3 today relative to this. I have national and international sources in the thousands and a team of researchers working for me. I'm not saying I know everything, but I am saying it's worth me to not be aware of what's going on in the world right now just for a brief moment in time. Because if I stayed as aware of it as you would like me to, there'd be a 12 gauge in my mouth right now, and I'm not cool with that, okay? So I'm aware of the history being made. I'm quite aware of it, and here's the deal. On the one hand, I care because it definitely will affect me. It will affect all of us. It's affecting our nation. On the other hand, I don't care. And what I mean by that is there's nobody at the end of my driveway with a pallet of bricks. And if there was, this would be a much different live stream. I'll just put it that way. Cicero, maybe. You don't get hired to dance monkey, by the way. You prove that you have the chops that it takes to be a monkey, and then we consider it. And then you work your way up from there. So I'm as aware as I feel like being with what's going on in the world right now. And I'm telling you, I could be much more aware than I am. And I want to be clear on this. This right here, this, okay? I don't think you guys can see.
It's gonna be like over 20 pages, man.
This is 25 pages of reports.
Oh my gosh.
This is 25 pages of reports since this morning. So, and I am on a low information diet. Self-imposed low information diet. And I also don't want to be jamming a bunch of crap down your throats. I want to bring you stuff that is actionable and then move on. Because at some point, this is all just mental masturbation if we're not actually doing anything with it. Too much info is a bad thing. Exactly. So, Roger Rabbit Hole, shalom, brother. So, yeah, I'm aware. I'm as aware as I would like to be with what's going on in the world. So, yeah, history's being made. Where it's not being made right now is at the end of my driveway or in my little tiny town or where my office is or where any of my brothers live right now. And until that changes, my attitude towards it is going to be, what can we learn from this? How do we keep people protected who are near this? And I got a driveway to build. I've got trees to cut. I've got firewood to make. We've got sheep to feed. We've got a cabin to build. We've got a porch to finish. We've got electrical and water lines to run. I've got an outhouse to build. I've got a roof to put on the rustic gazebo. We've got Sukkot coming up. We've got gardens to tend. We've got more chickens to butcher. I've got 63 bear facts to pack tomorrow and 4 stomp bags and 4 trauma bag inserts as well as client calls. So when it comes to my threat matrix, there's things that matter and things that don't. I can't spend all day being aware of this crap. I just can't. And I refuse to live in fear. I won't do it. I will not do it. I refuse to live in fear. Dirty Roofer, I'll do what I want to with my wife's chickens. Thank you very much. And a bunch of them are going to get murdered, and you can't stop me.
I definitely didn't headshot 2 of them this morning.
That didn't happen.
Process them with a K-bar.
Protest are now under 15 miles from my town. All patriots are watching neighborhoods. Chickens are on high alert. Roger that, James.
Tactical chickens. Those roosters weren't tactical though. They were. They should have kept their heads down.
Susan Bryant, that's a good question. By the way, you rock, and thank you for buying 200 raffle tickets. You're freaking awesome. I filled them out by hand myself. So huge clap hand for you. You're awesome. The M&P 1522 Sport is a good weapon as far as I'm aware. It's a good trainer. Use high impulse ammunition if you can. Are you all doing okay out there, bub?
Yeah,
So.
This is giant water mess before.
What?
This is giant water mess.
Not mine. Here's a towel. Can't read the chat. It's just
Dude, it's flying. Just
Brad. I would rather have 1,000. Did you say 100 or 1,000? Can you discuss convoy operations and convoy tactics? I can. I actually have a video called "Lessons from a Hurricane Convoy," which I would recommend you check out as well. I'll do a little bit, then I'm going to pee, then I'll let you do a little bit. How's that?
cool.
Line of sight, advanced party, maps, commo, security teams when you get to where you're going. Access and egress matters. And we've used drones in the past. And your slowest vehicle sets the pace. Everybody should be fueled up. We don't roll any vehicles that don't have first aid kits, and I like level 2+ trauma kits and radios in our vehicles. So no matter what happens, and then when we move in a convoy, everybody's armed. It's just the way we do things, everybody's armed. So yeah, I'm gonna go pee. You talk about convoy a little bit.
Cool. Convoy ops. So one thing when it comes to convoy operations that you guys are going to take, that you're going to want to take into consideration, for sure, is going to be the ability to communicate from one vehicle to the next. Every single vehicle should have a working radio. I cannot stress that enough. Now, part of that is knowing what to communicate on the radio, right? If you guys are coming up to a traffic light and that traffic light is starting to turn yellow and you're halfway through the convoy and it's not safe for you to continue through that light because it's about to turn red, then you need to radio up and tell all the other vehicles in the convoy that are ahead of you, hey, Vic number 7, we're stopped at the light that we just passed. Cool. And then the lead Vic should be the one to roger up and find a place to pull over and wait for that light to change for the rest of the convoy to catch up. When you guys are getting ready to take a turn, that lead vehicle should be relaying, hey, we're going to take a right on Elm Street, right? And then when that rear vehicle gets to that same turn, they roger up saying, hey, rear Vic, right on Elm Street. And that way the lead Vic knows that everybody else in the convoy is following suit. Communication in a convoy operation, to me, is the most important thing to have when you're rolling with vehicles and in convoys. You need it. If you don't have it, you're not going to get anything done, and if something goes wrong, you're going to have no idea what to do. Another thing is knowing how your vehicles are going to stage. Are you guys is the front vehicle going to pull in the center, and then the second one's going to the right, and then the next one, the third one's going to the left, and then it's just going to keep splitting off? Or is the front Vic going to go to the right and then everybody parks to the left, or park on the left and then everybody goes to the right? Like, these things matter. Setting up 360-degree security, how far spacing do you want with your vehicles, which way are all the vehicles going to be oriented? There's just a whole bunch of different things involved with convoy ops, man. The best thing that I could tell you before I just go off on it, and I can't do everything off the top of my head, I've been out of the game for a little bit. Go watch the Lessons from a Hurricane Convoys video off of Bear's channel. It has a lot more information there. So, but thank you guys. Thank you, Ashton. That ruck was rough. that was hard. It was 100 pounds, 100 pounds, 2 miles in 36 minutes. That was rough. So, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty wild. Let's see here. Man, an AR-10, if you want to go with a semi-automatic 308 platform, by all means, get an AR-10. Smith & Wesson makes good rifles, but they don't make it easy for you to modify those rifles. So if you want to swap rails, if you want to do any type of aftermarket, anything modifications to the rifle later on, that involves taking the gas block off, so you could take the gas tube off, so you could put a new rail on it. You're gonna have a pain in the butt with that. I had an M&P 15T, and I couldn't swap the rails because I couldn't get the gas block off. So, thanks, Texas Crusades. I've been working on them. Had to trim them back a little bit. They were getting a little fluffy. I had to work on the lines, and now I have to let it grow out so I can adjust the lines a little bit more. Yeah, all the chops, man. Aloha, Vicky, or Shaloha.
Did you just call somebody baby?
No, Vicky.
Oh.
You need to drink some water, man. Either that or you weren't wearing ear pro in that skid steer.
Well.
What? I don't care what kind of music you play, just play it loud.
I've had 7 liters of water already today.
Thank you for the compliment. I got 4 other versions of these shirts also. They will slowly be unveiled.
Because 2 is 1 and 5 is cool or something like that. I don't know.
Something like that. You could get a sneak peek of all the new Shaloha shirts that I have from Walmart on my Instagram page. So.
Oh, man. Talk coffee? I like it.
Black Rifle or Disaster Coffee.
Disaster coffee.
I'm still waiting on my Black Rifle coffee. It's been 2 weeks.
The whole world's on pause,
COVID,
man.
COVID.
Bless you, Concrete. Thank you.
Hawaii 5.0. Yes. Yankee Fashion Week. I wish. I don't think you guys want to watch me go walking down the runway. Oh, it's been that long? Wow.
No, it's not selling stuff. Would you like us to? I've got hand sanitizer that apparently the rest of the world doesn't. Starting bids 300. What do we got?
You You want note paper? We got note paper too.
I got peanuts. I got amino wise, and I've got 25 pages worth of reports. So, $10 a page. Starting bid is 300 on the.
Sign
And can I get a 300? 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 Come on, come on, come on. Who's got a 300? Let me get a 300. I'm gonna need a 300. I got 300 right here. 300, 300, 300. Who's got a 300? Let me get a 300. Can I get a say? Who's got a 300? Can I get a 300? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me get a 300. Nothing.
You seem like you had a little bit of practice.
I have never done that in my entire
That
life.
sounds pretty good.
However, I'm from New York, where people talk fast.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, Chuck.
Josh from Moonshiners. Is he the guy that's real tall and real skinny looking? He like tried to build like a still bunker somewhere on the side of a tree line? Because I think I know who you're talking about.
Not 300 pennies, Nicholas, but thank you. Thank you. Good try, though.
He's
like, man.
You said 300, you never said dollars, bro.
That's 300,000 Thai baht.
Florida.
Oh, man.
Foxes and roses. I don't like you. Later.
What is Yankee _ survival? Thank you for asking. American tactical.
It don't matter, man.
Dude, AR-15s are so like standardized now that and the technology to make them is so much better than it was 20 years ago. I mean, dude, any brand you get, if the upper and lower receiver go like this, it's too much. If they go like this, you're okay. You'll be fine.
So here's the thing. I can see from where I'm sitting a DPMS Oracle in 5.56 with a 1-9 twist that, you know, nitride barrel, not chrome line, none of that, not mil spec, commercial tube, the whole nine that everybody, the whole internet told me when I first started prepping, this gun's a POS, it'll never last. That gun has confirmed over 4,000 rounds through it, and it'll still shoot a group like that at 100. And you know what I'm waiting for? The tactical douchebags in multicam to show up and tell me how wrong I am that that gun can't shoot 4,000 rounds, because it has. It runs great. And it's a $500 rifle. So, most people, and here's an interesting thing that's coming out of this. Most people will never put 4,000 rounds through their gun. They'll never put 1,000 rounds through their gun. Do you know how many people I've been hearing from that their buddies are like, hey, since it's like maybe Boogaloo Actual, can I borrow a magazine or two? Do you have any ammo I can borrow? What's a basic loadout, Yankee?
7 mags.
Mm-hmm.
I carry 14 because I'm not getting a resupply, and my philosophy is 2 is 1, 1 is none.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm training regularly enough that I can, you know, one, I know what gear I don't want in my ruck.
Mm-hmm.
And
Howdy, Ed.
yeah, it's kind of one of those things where you just got to do it and use the stuff. You know, I'm looking forward to start putting rounds downrange here within the next couple days. I'm going to take some of that stuff out there and just set it up and just start, you know.
Jimmy loves you.
Jimmy, I love you too. Stay shaloha. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's a thing now.
Krylon Cam rocks.
Yeah. You know what really rocks though? Khaki shorts and Hawaiian shirts. That rocks.
Ken Williams, 17-round Glock mag versus 32-round aftermarket mag for sub 2,000. How about both? One in the gun because it folds up really nicely with that 17-round mag in it, and then just like my wife runs, how about a whole bunch of the extended magazines to go with it? And then somebody else asked, what about having a carbine and a pistol in the same caliber that takes the same mags? Absolutely. Totally. I love it. I love when we go places and there's a Glock 17 on my hip and my wife is carrying a sub 2000 in her backpack that nobody knows anything about. That if the lead just starts flying, guess what? Interoperability. I love that. That's why all the time when people are like, what's the best platform for SHTF? 5.56 AR-15. Well, what about the AK? AKs are cool. Raise your hand if you own one. Here's the problem. If I need a mag, and y'all are all running 5.56 ARs and I'm running 7.62 by 39, guess who's screwed? This guy. Or if you need a mag and I'm running an AK, guess who's screwed now? That guy. Interoperability matters. So I like AKs. They're cool. I like M4s. They're cool. I like Mini 14s. I like guns. Guns are cool. But I'm the most practical, sensible person you'll ever meet. I just don't. I see beauty in functionality. Like, that's, I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how much it costs. If it gets the job done, awesome. If it doesn't get the job done, but it's beautiful and costs a lot of money, I hate it. So, that's all it is.
Rain Cat, I'm not saying that you should, but I do have a tier on Patreon that is going to start releasing content specifically geared towards learning and being able to teach yourself. Now, I have seen people be instructed by people that are not instructors. I've seen people that had good results from that, and I've seen people that have had negative results from that. I have instructed for several years. Could be something that the whole household can benefit from.
What's Joel's issue? You are stubborn. What does it take to get you to listen? Joel, this is the first comment of yours I've ever seen. Do you have a problem? What's up, Joel? It's just, listen, it's just me and Yankee and 724 of your closest friends. What's up, man? Susan Bryant, get something from Palmetto State Armory, 16-inch, 5.56 caliber AR-15. You'll love it. If you have $500 to $1,000 to spend, I'll show you what you can get for $1,000 from PSA.
Palmetto State Armory, basic flat-topped receiver M4. Go to check out Vortex. They have an optic called the Spark AR. It runs off of AAA batteries. It's just a red dot. It's already ATCO witness for your iron sights. Throw that sucker on there, slap a AAA battery in it, turn up or turn down the brightness settings, and you're good to go. 0 to 50 yards, your point of aim and point of impact is the same at 200. Oh, look, something very similar to what I just talked about.
What can I actually get for $1,000?
1776, bless you, bro. That is awesome.
So, this is a Palmetto State Armory AR, as you may notice.
Clear.
Would you like to confirm?
I saw it.
Okay. Okay. So, the gun itself was like 600 with a Magpul buttstock and the rail and the blah blah blah. It's like $600, $150, so $750. Backup iron sights at $850. Magazine comes with the gun. Angle foregrip, $875.
Those MBIS sights are not even $40 a piece.
Whatever. I'm just saying. Okay. Whatever. $875. Weapons light. Does it work? Yeah, it works. That's $50. Up to $350. But just say $50. You're at $9.25. And then this has an aftermarket muzzle device on it. There's $1,000. And this gun will run all day. All day. This gun's great. I think this gun has somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 rounds through it. And I have had malfunctions out of it, but I isolated those malfunctions to 2 bad Gen 2 PMags that I had. So this gun is awesome. And you You can get everything I just told you at Palmetto State Armory for $1,000. And the question is often asked, yeah, Bear, but would you bet your life on it? Yeah. That's why I have it. So there's your answer. Okay, good talk. I have a video on that as well. Palmetto State Armory, does it suck? So,
Holy Snikes.
what's up with what's going on here?
all the colors?
1776, Crypto Stacks, bless you. Any advice for new teams? Yes. Somebody's the leader. Be the leader. Delegate. Don't be micromanaging your people. Have good communication, for sure. Have good communication. Make sure that everybody understands what they're supposed to do. Make sure that everybody understands, to use the metaphor, where all the exits are in case of an emergency. What are the protocols? What do we do? If things go bad, where do we go? Who's credentialed? So forth, so on. So, Samurai Survivalist, Keltec Sub 2000. Lila Higdon, bless you. Thank you. Matthew Gentry. I don't think he did, Matthew.
I think I said clear when I was looking into the chamber of his rifle. I can understand how you would have gotten that confused.
Earl's daughter says, okay, Yankee, you have a nice shirt and all, but the flat military green beauty right there is making me blush.
The rifle? Question mark? It was the rifle.
This guy. Oh, by the way, Bear, how do you get your guns to look like that? Spray paint, and then I use them.
I want to go get mine now.
Like,
For having
like,
show and tell.
Look, it's all Boba Fetted and stuff. Yeah, yeah. My cheek did that.
It's all Boba Fetted.
My cheek did that because when you do this with it, you know, things happen to it.
Should I like Hawaiian camouflage spray paint my?
Yes,
my
you
rifle?
should. You should. Thank you, Cody. I'm glad you've been taking particular notice of my luxurious hair. You might need a therapist, but thank you for noticing. Overall living, bless you, brother. Hello, Richard.
I want to play show and tell too.
Hawaiian Pernayar. Yep.
The Boog rifle.
Bless you, Andrew.
The Boog rifle. It's Hawaiian.
Your beard is right. El Clero.
El Clero.
Confirmed, El Clero.
Confirmo.
Gonna get a 300, anybody 300, going once, going nice, 300, you know, let me get a 3. Who's got a 3? Can I get a 3? Who's got a 3? Send it.
Yeah.
Sold to J&L. What, you're not gonna show him your gun?
Oh, sure.
Show 'em
I'll
your
show 'em
gun.
the gun. It's a gun. It's totally an airsoft gun, and only an airsoft gun. This isn't a
Man,
real
I
gun.
loved that gun before the boating accident.
Yeah, right? Look at this thing. This is just a Spikes Tactical Low Receiver, BCM 14.5-inch pinned and staked. Enhanced lightweight barrel with the Surefire War Comp with a cloud defense. Optimized weapon light on it where the pressure pad is built into the actual platform. And yes, you can take these apart and turn them around so you could have it on the other side. Daniel Defense, fixed front sight, primary arms, 1x8 Platinum Series, low-powered variable optic, co-witnessed flip-up Troy Battle rear sights, a CTR stock, and this is a American Defense 34mm forward weapons light mount with BCM gunfighter grip and a whatever they call this funky thing. A
Hand
grip,
stop.
Yeah, grip stop, whatever. With a Magpul MS2, MS3. It's an MS3. It's all QD. There's no clamps on it anymore.
It's an MS-13 sling.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cartels make them. It's one of the ways that they're trying to...
With tactical duct tape to help hold it together, guys.
there you go.
Yeah. With
Guns and things.
with Rust-Oleum camo paint.
There you go.
I'm waiting for like night vision.
We just walked through Walmart and took a stroll through the sporting goods department. All the firearms and every box of ammo has been pulled and most of the
Yeah.
archery equipment is removed. Yep.
That was in the brief
Yep.
this morning.
Yep.
Walmart pulled all their guns and stuff because they don't want to get looted and have guns stolen.
Yep.
I'm running a mil-spec trigger in this rifle right now. I'm thinking about putting a single stage or a binary. I haven't figured that out yet.
Binary.
Maybe. Or an echo. I'll figure it out.
David Campbell, that's funny, man.
I just...
Overall living, we gotta go play paintball, bro.
Paintball's fun.
I thought about starting a YouTube channel. Any advice? Yes.
Do it.
Do it. And don't listen to all the people who tell you you can't. And be yourself. And tell the haters to pound sand. And if you don't like doing it, stop doing it. Don't fake it.
Bless you, Doug. Thank you.
Yeah, and what he said. Thanks, Doug.
One Wolf 87. Thank you.
What's
too.
your most
You're
favorite
awesome.
piece of yellow iron to run? D6 high track with a winch is right there at the top. That's tough though. I've always felt like if you had a dozer, a track hoe, and a wheel loader, you could essentially take over the world. You could essentially take over the world. I like Caterpillar. Caterpillar's always been good to me. I don't like John Deere. I don't like John Deere's heavy equipment, at least their heavy equipment that I've run. Always seemed like governed, like throttled back, and the seats aren't terribly comfortable. The air ride suspension on the 544s and 644s front end loaders, it's just like getting kicked in the butthole over and over and over again. It just, that seat just sucks, man. So,
Dude, that was like the factory seat on my my Sportster 48.
mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, every bump.
Yeah.
Oh, tailbone jellyfish.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why my
Maybe
back
that's
hurts.
what it is.
I had so many potholes in Pennsylvania on 2 wheels.
So, and then, yeah, getting back to John Deere, their tractors, they're green iron rather than yellow iron. We had some of their tractors growing up, and I had when I was cutting timber, I had a John Deere 650 dozer, which was really good. My dad had a 450 and an 850, and I had a 650. So we had a 450, 650, and 850, as well as John Deere backhoes and a track hoe and vibratory cable plow and blah, 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 blah. And their heavy equipment now I don't think lives up to that. Their tractors, we had a couple of tractors growing up, they're John Deere that were cool. But I have to be careful how I say this. I have spent some time in the wind power industry during the Obama administration when the Department of Energy was just handing out money to incredibly large corporations, and I am directly aware of $700 million that is your taxpayer money being funneled to a company that makes tractors to do work that they never performed. And everybody looked the other way. And so now I will never buy another piece of that company's equipment ever. And I was told explicitly never to talk about it. So I'll just say that. Yeah. I'll buy something else. New Holland. Yeah, it's green. New Holland, Kubota, whatever. But I won't be buying one of them. They can kiss my ass for all I care. So, yeah. But I like Caterpillar for heavy equipment. And Link Belt, man, I just ran a massive Link Belt track hoe. Thing was freaking awesome. So, what's your preference for cleaning solution on firearms? I like straight bleach and a toothbrush. No, don't boycott Caterpillar, not them.
I've been hearing good
The other
things.
people.
I've been,
Runs like a bison or something like that.
I've been hearing good things about Eagle Tears. They've been around for a minute, but they're finally starting to get their name out there. And the owner is a United States Marine, and it's non-toxic what they use as lubricant, and they have stuff they have CLP, they have lubricant, and they also have protectant for knives also. So I would say go check out Eagle Tears and tell them Rod from Yankee Survival
No
sent
Texas
you,
Crusade, you
because I
cannot.
talked to the guy.
I don't know you. Nobody comes here unless I know you. And by know you, I mean I've met you several times. And I've looked at you in the eye and I've shaken your hands, and I feel comfortable with you being anywhere near me with a weapon. So with all due respect, brother, no. No, you may not. Continue.
No, that was it.
These peanuts are delicious.
They seem like they are.
Yeah, Swamp Bucker, you can't boog if you don't have multicam, bro. You didn't
Yeah,
get the
bro.
rules?
Multicam or like old school woodland. But the guys that use Markpad, they don't talk about Markpad.
Vietnam era,
Solid
old
drag.
school OD web gear. That's it. You can't boog unless you have solid OD web gear.
with a frog skin covered steel pot.
There you go. Bro ham. How was that? What up, David? Ross, you can order everything on Alibaba now. Alibaba.
Ed, I'm wearing Hawaiian camouflage right now. Do you think I'm cool? No, I'm not gonna blend it at all.
You're welcome, bro ham.
But it's hot. It's a light shirt and it feels great. It's actually a really nice shirt. I'm
Peanuts
actually
versus
surprised.
popcorn. Peanuts aren't empty carbohydrates and have potassium in them, and salt, and some protein, and lots of fat. So, yes, Tiger Stripe camo is the bomb. I had some Tiger Stripe camis back in the day that, like, they were jammies, bro.
Yeah.
They were jammies.
Dude, when you wash them enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't use Tide though. Any camouflage, do not use Tide.
We were just talking about this.
Yeah, if you use any type of Tide detergent on your camouflage, you will glow in the dark in night vision. So like you have to end up washing your uniform like 10 times with just regular water in order to, while running it through the dirt and the mud to grab all that Tide and get it off of your clothes again. So it's like, don't use Tide for your camo stuff. Like, just don't do it. Just wash the stuff with hot water, put it on sanitizing, and that's it. Don't even use detergent. Just sanitizer setting, and that's it. I did have a Harley. I had a Sportster. I had a 2012, or no, it was a 2014 Sportster 48. That was my first Harley. And then I traded that in and I got a 2017 Street Bob Dyna. It was on the Dyna frame, not these new Softail frames. And I had forward controls on it. I had Vance & Hines straight drag pipes on it, the straight shots. And I didn't do anything else to that bike other than put passenger pegs on it and a back seat for my old lady when I used to have one. And man, I rode that bike like I stole it. And then I sold it because I realized I'm going to kill myself on this thing. And it was just Yah said, sell the bike.
Awesome,
and I
none your
really
biz.
didn't want to. I really did. Dude, I was going to the dealership on my last ride on that Street Bob with tears in my eyes because I didn't want to get rid of that bike. And it was supposed to rain, and it looked like it was going to rain. And I said, Yah, if you want me to sell this bike, I don't want to feel a single drop of rain on this last ride. And I didn't.
There you go.
So, all the way to the dealership, man.
You should probably shoo the cat off of our ponchos
Yeah,
so we
off.
don't get little tiny pinholes.
No.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
We're going to go out into the barn soon, bro.
So Lori said that she lives in New Paltz, New York. I played a show in New Paltz, New York way back in the day. And afterwards, somebody had frozen a bottle of Jägermeister into a solid block of ice, which was incredible. And somebody had a piece of 6-inch DWV pipe, which you use for sewer drain, that they had taken a circular saw of this frat house and cut a hole in the floor and shoved it up from the bottom floor up to the top floor and somehow fashioned a bowl to the bottom of it and turned it into like a 14-foot bong that was 6 inches in diameter. That's all I remember about New Paltz, New York.
Played a show, had a party.
Yeah,
I don't know anything else.
that's all I remember about New Paltz, New York. So, I saw you play with Whitechapel like 10 years ago in Cincinnati. You might have, bro. Maybe.
So the poncho, I say whoopee, man. You have your poncho and then you have your whoopee. There's no place for your head.
Boom, shiitake!
There's no place for your head to go through in a whoopee, man. It's not a poncho liner because I can't wear it inside a poncho. And that's ups.
Did he?
Ups? Question.
Oh, he's there. Okay.
Ups guy.
I'll get him.
Okay.
You talk to. Be tactical. It's Tuesday.
Hawaiian shirt. Am I doing it? Am I doing the boog things? I don't know if I'm doing it right.
How hard should I tactical?
I don't know if I'm tacticling hard enough. What's going on, everybody?
A matrix. We got to figure out the tactical matrix.
Something, man. We'll work on that at the range. What's going on, guys? I know we have our moments. Well, I have my moments. What's going on, Puka? You missed all the craziness, which probably isn't a bad thing. Yes, yes, Hobie, I'm a goofball. Looking forward to seeing you again, brother. Christina, we got to get the track hoe back into the woods, and we got brush that we got to move. We got berms that we got to build up. And we have a couple of more, well, not a couple more. We have quite a few more tree stumps that we got to pull all the root balls out of the ground. And then we got to smooth and level off the lanes. And it's on a natural slope. So what we're hoping that we can do is start from the high end, cut that down, have a natural berm there, and then push all that dirt that we got from the cut out and build up another berm, and then put it also on the low side. So you're gonna still have a little bit of a slope, but we're trying to smooth out the ground so that you're not like tripping over boulders. And one of my ideas is that in certain lanes, I want to put barriers like logs or concrete dividers, or just building up, positions that you can, being at a low kneeling or something and pieing around a corner, or just a wall that you gotta pie around. But we have trees too, so like it's going to be a very dynamic range, but there's only going to be one line that you're going to be shooting at from any time. Like it's really the most amount of people that's going to be shooting on that range at any point in time at the same time is going to be 2. You're not going to have any more than 2 people on that, just for safety reasons, but it's private. I'm not going to be teaching anybody. I'm not going to be teaching the public on that range because it's on private property. We have to maintain the owner's security and not allow anybody to know who the owner is and where that land is, and that's just part of it. So it's the range is for exclusive individuals that are part of the tribe to be able to go train, and it's for me to be able to make content over on Patreon for my Whoopee Warriors, as well as a little bit on YouTube and stuff. So yeah, a whole bunch of different stuff going on.
Put those boots up. Put them up on the shelf.
Count, there's no compound, man. It's just
It's not a compound.
Yeah.
It's a campus.
it was the food buckets video.
It's the what?
It was the food buckets video.
Oh.
That was the prepper classroom.
What's that? Oh, water.
Yeah, 5x5 landscape timber. I'm thinking about just digging a fighting hole and then having a legit fighting hole to shoot out of too. Why not? Great.
I love how people think you're Ron.
I know. Gray Scout. I don't know who Ron is. My name is Rod. But yes,
Scout's
bless
cool, though.
you and thank you.
I've
You're
met
awesome.
Gray Scout. He's cool.
Was the Ron facetious?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know, Rob. Was it?
Dude, I had people calling me Rob and
Simmer
Ron
down, Randy.
and all, yeah, and I had a shirt when I was instructing with literally my name rod on my chest, like big fat ROD stitched into the shirt, a black shirt with white letters, rod, and people still got my name wrong. And it wasn't even a lowercase O and D, it was capital. Like, how do you get that? Oh, ridiculous. People's situational awareness is tremendous.
We like to call him Hot Rod.
Yeah, I've heard it all. Hot Rod, Ramrod, Rodney Dangerfield. The list goes on. Rod, Robin, Randy, Rick, Reggie.
Nod. Hunter Seeker, shalom, brother.
Okay.
Hi, Cheryl. I was born in upstate New York.
It's almost half a minute.
It's all good, Gray Scout.
It's a misfire, I swear.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Jeep Ramrod. had a dog named Hot Rod. That's awesome. Yes. The difference is clear.
Long Island. Run.
Tell Ron to hush. Constitutional. What? Constitutional QRF. Come on now.
You did show
Telling me to hush. Like, the only time that I'm quiet is when the nods are on. Meow.
Okay, they saw the kitty. Here you go. Here you go.
The new kitty's doing fine.
Sam loves the new kitty.
Yeah. The dog has not
Luca,
eaten the
shalom,
new kitty.
sister. Bear's good.
Potato.
It's a cutie.
A dog named Sam and a cat named Potato. That sounds like a prepper children's novel. In the making. Somebody make that happen.
Yeah, not for the price though.
Yeah, man, I don't need 10. I'm at 8. 8's a nice medium. 6 is good, but I want to be able to.
Bless you, Chuck. Thank
It's
you.
positive target
Thank you,
identification
Chuck.
at that point.
And Roy, thank you. What do you think's best for an AR-15?
A scope. Dude, I like the primary arms.
That's not your gun. No, that is your gun.
This is my gun.
Okay.
This is my rifle T. There are many like it. But this one I built, kind of.
You got him.
Got me one.
Awesome.
I like the, so check it out. If you want to get a really decent optic for the price point, the primary arms 1x6 Raptor is going to run you about $400. It has the ACSS reticule built into it. So even if the battery's dead, you're still going to have a reticule to look through. It runs off of a 23 or some kind of watch battery, one of the big disc frisbee batteries.
2036.
Yeah, 2036 or 2032, I think.
Yeah, 2032. That's
Yeah,
right. It's
2032
2016.
battery. The battery life isn't that great, so I don't have it on unless I know that I'm about to need it. Or unless
Keist your
it's
stash,
nighttime.
officer. Keist your stash.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, $400 for the optic, $150 for an American Defense mount, and I mean, you got a really good 1x6, and it's a first focal plane. So you crank it up to 6, you zero it at the very tip of the chevron, and then when you go to 1x, your drop compensation remains the same. Don't tell me how that voodoo in that glass works, but Primary Arms figured it out, and it's just, yeah. I went with the 1x8 because I wanted the 34mm too, but I wanted the extra magnification, so that's what I went. But the 1x6 for $400, dude, abso-freaking-lutely. Texas Crusade. I just ordered, or actually I just got my K-bar knives in the mail.
Who's scolding Randy?
I don't need any knives, but bless you.
I wasn't scolding you. Do you need to be scolded? I like you.
Did you ever get the Trump bucks?
Don't hold your breath. I don't know if you noticed, but the whole country's on fire.
Yeah.
Yes, Adventure Frontier has plates. I don't know about lead time. They know. But I think their fulfillment's still working pretty good today, these days. What's up, Andrew? Howdy, Damien. Yeah, I have a 2-7 on my recce rifle, and I like it.
Roberto. Funny.
The whole war. Here's the thing. Let me pause this for a minute right here. The whole world is experiencing shipping delays right now. Yeah, I'm gonna rant a little bit. Small businesses have more complex supply chains. It takes longer for us to get the stuff now, especially, to be able to provide the product that you're buying. We are very honest about this at our website. Our fulfillment times are stated clearly on the website. It annoys me when people inquire about the status of their order 4 days after they buy something that states clearly on the website 3 to 5 weeks delivery time. And I mean clearly, it's right there. So understand that when you buy something from a small business online, it might take a little bit longer than Amazon. Also understand that the whole world is experiencing shipping delays right now, which makes it more difficult for us to get the products that we use to build the kits that we produce to then sell to y'all, as well as everybody else. Do you think Adventure Frontier wants to get plates out the door to people as quickly as they can? But Spartan Armor has to get the steel in. Then they have to get the Spalding coating in, or Spalling coating in. And then the plate carriers, and then all that stuff, and assemble all that, and then fulfill it, and then send it to you. Things are complicated right now. And so it annoys me when on the one hand, everybody wants to talk about literally over 100 cities on fire in the United States of America. And what do we do if the military gets called in to deal with rioters in the streets? But oh, by the way, I'm pissed because my package hasn't arrived yet. I have stuff that I've ordered on Amazon that I need for business 6 weeks ago that right now says, whatever their little phrase is right now, it's on its way, but running late. Let's said that for a month. I'm not losing my cool over it. And so I guess I should start caveating when I say, if you intend to support a small business, have some patience. I ordered an optic, a low power variable optic from Optics Planet 7 weeks ago. I spent 20 minutes on the phone on a hold with their customer service, and Optics Planet is terrible, by the way, but they had a really good price on something, so I bit the bullet. And you know what? I spent 20 minutes on hold with their customer service only to get a recording that says, "We are no longer taking customer service calls. Please send us an email." So I sent them an email, and then I got an email back saying, "How can we help you?" Even though I clearly stated in said email what my order number was, what I ordered, what I needed, and I needed a resolution. And the answer was, "How can we help you?" Then I got an email back saying you can expect a response in 7 to 10 days from Optics Planet. So, yeah, patience is a virtue. And I don't necessarily mean to take you to task for making the statement or asking the question, but understand, man, our lives are just as complicated as everybody else's right now. Our supply chain logistics are just as complicated as everybody else's right now. I don't manufacture cat tourniquets. I don't. I wholesale them. To get the best price I can so I can bring them to you and make our kits for $100 less than people who wholesaled crap from China and get the same OEM Condor bags as Trauma Pack or Dark Angel Medical or all these other companies, My Medic. You know, I actually source products from the factory that makes the My Medic bags. I got the same bag that they sell on their website with less stuff in it than the bare minimum for $300 and something. That bag, I bought that bag, just that bag, for $8.74. We know how to play the game. We do this. We business, and we business hard. And so if you're buying stuff from anybody, Amazon, Walmart, Target, Wish.com, or Adventure Frontier, or Bear Independent, or Sanctified Supply Co., or Amendment 1 Preparedness, or Disaster Coffee or Hero Soap or anybody else that we do business with and that we love, it might take a little bit longer because the whole effing world is on fire. Okay, I'm done now. There we go. AR versus AK.
The first thing.
Neither. Get a foul, loser.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
All the Slav. Hero soap.
Wow, Nate.
You know it.
Yeah, right? FML consumers. Thanks, Pen Patriot. Yeah, stinger time, exactly. Yes, 300 Win Mag. Exactly. I like 300 Win Mag and a snub nose revolver. That's my new carry piece. These questions are discouraging. Welcome to my world, Nicholas. It's okay.
Hero soap and dangly bits.
That's right. Adapt 2030. Hey, what's up, brother? Seed shortage now confirmed by True Leaf. I believe it. If y'all are not subscribed to David at Adapt 2030, you ought to be. Really good dude, produces really good content. I'm telling you, when you all send me links like, hey, Bear, you got to watch this, I don't because I don't have the time, but I do make time to watch Adapt 2030. So you should check him out. For real. 1 bajillion, Andrew, is the bag limit. Best knife. The best knife is your knife. Agreed. Nicholas, I can relate. Growing food advice, favorites or best production or best for storage. Corn, pinto beans, summer squash, potatoes, oats, all high in caloric density, macro calories, and then your micro calories are going to be things like, tomatoes, peppers, okra, green beans, all of the water balloon things. A lot of vegetables are essentially water balloons, right? Like tomatoes, green beans,
Watermelon.
cucumbers, watermelon, any kind of melon. Those things are all just water balloons with some micronutrients in them. They're tasty, but they're water balloons. So garlic, root vegetables have essentially the highest calories per pound, caloric density. So potatoes, rutabaga, beets, carrots, onions, garlic, all that stuff. Tommy, shalom, brother. Advice for prepping with or for kids under 7. Yeah, watch my, I have a video called Bugging Out with Babies. Watch that video. And other than that, listen, preparedness is stockpiling material goods against potential chaos. So really what you need to do is take a critical look at what you're using right now and figure out how do you perpetuate that into the future. That's it. Kids are tricky because they keep growing. Yah willing, they keep growing, right? And so clothes and shoes is an issue, but that's where community comes into play because there's other kids in your neighborhood, your community, your town that are going to be the size that your kids are going to be at some point in the near future. So, yeah, other than that, you got to feed them, you got to keep them entertained, you got to educate them, you got to make sure that they're safe, they're warm, they're dry, and they're clean. There you go. All right, I'm about there, bro. You about there?
Yeah.
It's pushing 9. It's all good, Tommy. Bless you, brother. Yeah, Roger. 0430 comes quick. You're right. Bless y'all. You did change your shirt.
It only took you 10 minutes to notice.
I ain't paying attention.
That was the point. All the jokes. No. You guys are awesome.
Yep. Bless y'all. Thank you so much. Hey, do us a favor. I'm trying to get to, just because I like arbitrary numbers and I like goals, big, fat, ugly goals. Adapt 2030 likes your shirt. I'm trying to get to 100K by the 4th of July. If y'all could help me with that, I'd appreciate it. I think that'd be really cool. So,
Almost there.
almost there. If you could evangelize on behalf of the Bear Nation.
Check
What's
out
up,
the briefs.
Shalom, to Joanne, the new subscriber. Bless you and thank you. Rob the Sparky, what's up, bro? So yeah, evangelize on behalf of the Bear Nation. We'd appreciate you. Just sub. What's up, Nate? Thank you. Trying to get to 100K by the 4th of July for no reason other than I like those two things. I like the 4th of July, and I like 100K. So
You wish you had, okay.
we ain't far off. Only 11,000 away. 11,000 in 22 days. That's 500 a day. No, 32 days. That's even easier. We can do this. It's like 375 a day. Waking the 100K. Amen. Bless y'all. Awesome, Tommy. Awesome. Randy, bless y'all. Lee, shalom, brother. We out. Shalom, Bear Nation. See y'all in the morning.
Shaloha.
Shaloha.